Jennifer?
Yeah.
Ready? Go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, it's recording.
Call this meeting, the council to order. Roll call, please.
Alderwoman Beyer? Aye. Peachy?
Here.
Miller?
Here.
Randall?
Here.
Waters?
Here.
Tully?
Here.
Kraus?
Here.
Horn?
Here. Thank you. This time we'll entertain public participation. Anyone wishing to address the council may do so. We ask that you please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, we'll move on to a mayoral proclamation about Municipal Clerk Week. City of Jefferson proclamation, 50th anniversary of Municipal Clerks Week. This is going to be tough all the way through, I guarantee you. I practice and everything. Whereas the office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world, and whereas the office of the municipal clerk is among the oldest among public servants, and whereas the office of the municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels, and whereas municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. Whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. Whereas municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations. Whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the municipal clerk, Sarah. Now therefore, I, Dale Opperman, Mayor of the City of Jefferson, do recognize the week of May 5th through May 11th, 2019 as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Sarah Copsey, and to all municipal clerks for their vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent this 16th day of April 2019. Please join me in a round of applause for Sarah. Thank you. Next, we'll move on to an update regarding the specification for the reader board entrance signs. City Engineer Bill Dennell.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to provide an update. The concept of a reader board sign for the entry sign was presented to the council on March 5th and received majority support to move forward with the reader board entrance sign at that north entrance. We're talking by Junction Road. On Friday, March 22nd, Daktronics brought a demo on site for viewing. I'm just going to show a portion of the video. This was, the size of this is actually one of the two LED sizes that's going to be bid in the specification. I certainly appreciate any of the councilmen, councilpersons that were able to get out and take a look at this and be able to provide any feedback to me. I'll just keep playing this as I'm talking. But the spec has been developed for two options for contractors to bid on. The specs will be made available Monday, likely of next week, and I'm planning on having a bid opening on Friday, May 3rd. This will be advertised in the Daily Union. The contract will be awarded at one of the meetings in May. We still have a few steps to complete. The location is essentially 90% determined, but is dependent on the final approval of the stormwater management plan for the proposed gas station adjacent to Junction Road. In addition, we're going to have to acquire an easement for the sign from for the property owner. So we're anticipating that those things will be completed by the time that we award the bid. The intention is to bid the project to confirm if one or both of the options fall within the budget allocated for the entrance signs. Summarizing what we have here is a base bid. This is the photo of the final sign. The LED portion of the sign will measure 6'9" by 5'9". The Jefferson, Wisconsin portion of the sign will measure approximately 7'2" by 7'6". The overall sign will measure 17 foot long by 9 feet high. There will be an alternate bid, and it will essentially be identical in concept, except it'll only be 8 foot high. So essentially, we're just losing a foot off of the LED portion of that. The goal is to have the sign built and installed this summer.
Bill,
Yes.
I heard you say we need an easement for this?
Correct. What the intention is that we've got a stormwater management pond that is going to be constructed as part of the gas station. So the intention is to be able to put that, put this sign adjacent to that pond. We have already had contact with both the current and future owner of that pond, and when the CSM is presented to the Plan Commission, the easement will be part of that, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it will have language that we can access it and
Correct.
fix it?
Absolutely.
Okay. And obviously, that would be recorded then?
That'd be correct.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris. Are there any other questions or comments of Bill? No? Thank you. Next, we'll move on to resolution number 132, tonight's consent agenda. Alderman Tully, please.
Thank you, Mayor. City of Jefferson, resolution number 132, be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of Jefferson, Wisconsin, that the consent agenda for April 16, 2019 is hereby adopted. A, we have vouchers payable for April 2019 in the amounts of $447,854.09. Payable summary for April 12, 2019 in the amount of $165,056.30. B, we have council minutes from the April 4th, 2019 of the Common Council. And C, we had licenses as approved by the Regulatory Committee. 1, operators licenses. Tonight we had 2 of them for Speedway gas station for Robert Aiken and Susan Vogt. And item number 2, special Class B licenses. We have 1. This is for the Blue Knights Wisconsin State Convention. Blue Knights Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club of Wisconsin 2. This will be at the Jefferson County Fair Park from June 21st to June 23rd this year. 3, and then we had Poncho's Fresh Market LLC, and that was for Class A and Class B licenses, and the Class A liquor license was subject to the city having one available, which we thought we did. Yep. Sarah did confirm that. I would so move.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Miller. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of approval of resolution number 132, please signify by saying aye as Sarah calls your name, and hope you're opposed.
Alderman Peachy.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Lars.
Aye.
Tully.
Aye.
Kraus.
Aye.
Horn.
Aye.
Meyer. Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 133, a resolution authorizing the approval of the WMRS record disposal schedule. Alderman Brandon, please.
Honorable Mayor Opperman, fellow council members, citizens of Jefferson. Be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of Jefferson, Wisconsin, that the city hereby adopts the Wisconsin Municipal Records Schedule as provided by the Wisconsin State Historical Society. The schedule was developed following guidelines for complying with legal, fiscal, and archival requirements for records retention and facilitates cost-effective management of records commonly found in municipal governments. Be it further resolved that this schedule will allow for the legal authorization to dispose of records on a regular scheduled basis. I so move.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Lars. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye as Sarah calls your name. All if you're opposed.
Alderman Miller.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Lars.
Aye.
Tully.
Aye.
Kraus.
Aye.
Horn.
Aye.
Meyer. Aye. Peachy.
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Thank you. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to closed session pursuant to section 19.85 parent C of Wisconsin State Statutes to consider hiring a part-time civilian reserve officer.
So moved.
Mr. Peachy. Second by Mr. Kraus. On a voice vote, all in favor of adjourning to closed session, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. We are adjourned. We will be reconvening here shortly.
For the record, Dale, I was just reading until you hit the gavel. I wasn't ignoring you.
Oh, that's fine. Totally. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no? Okay, we are reconvened.
Thank you. I was listening.
Adjourned.
Not funny.
Hilarious. Okay. We are reconvened. Thank you. Alderman Miller will please introduce resolution number 134, a resolution authorizing the hire of a part-time civilian reserve officer.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, fellow council members, and citizens. City of Jefferson Resolution Number 134. Whereas Police Chief Pileggi is taking steps to fill vacant positions in the police department for part-time civilian reserve officers. And whereas the open positions were publicly advertised and interviews were conducted with potential candidates. And whereas Police Chief Pileggi is recommending that Thomas Falk be hired by the City of Jefferson to fill one of the vacant positions. Whereas the Personnel Committee, having reviewed the qualifications of Thomas Falk and the recommendation of Chief Pileggi, who is also recommending the hire of Thomas Falk, to the Common Council. Whereas the Chief of Police has part-time civilian reserve officer funds allocated in his 2019 approved operating budget, and that this part-time civilian reserve officer is to replace a current vacancy in the part-time civilian reserve officer staff. Now therefore be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of Jefferson, Wisconsin, that the Chief of Police is authorized to hire Thomas Falk, effective Wednesday, April 17, 2019, as a part-time civilian reserve officer for the City of Jefferson Police Department. The initial rate of pay shall be $12 per hour pursuant to the 2019 City of Jefferson non-representative pay resolution. I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
This was unanimous at first.
Thank you. There are no other questions or comments. All in favor of the hire of resolution number 134 for a part-time civilian reserve officer, please signify by saying aye as Sarah calls your name. No if you're opposed.
Alderman Brandel.
Aye.
Lars.
Aye.
Tully.
Aye.
Kraus.
Aye.
Horn.
Aye.
Meyer. Aye. Peachy.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. So move. Mr. Peachy. Second by Mr. Kraus. All in favor on a voice vote, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned. We will be beginning our organizational meeting here shortly.
Do you guys have to wait till 7:30? No. Okay.
It was, I believe it was noticed,
Immediately after. That's why I asked.
so,
I will need to get a picture of the council once you have everybody sworn in.
okay. All right. So, we'll call this organizational meeting of the Common Council to order. Roll call, please. Do you need that? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it is. I read that wrong. It was my mistake.
That's okay.
Municipal clerk is not as great. She's on top of it.
You should have a proclamation.
It is her donation to that, right?
It is her
Okay.
day anyway.
Please administer the oath of office to newly elected officials by City Clerk Thompson.
Thank you. Mr. Tully, Mr. Kraus, Mrs. Byer, and Mr. Brandel, please stand and raise your right hand. You will repeat after I, please state your name.
I,
William
William Randall,
Have been elected to the office of, state your office.
having been elected to the office of Alderman at large,
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and the municipal code of the City of Jefferson.
and the municipal code of the City of Jefferson,
And I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability.
and will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, thank you. And congratulations to all of you. No.
No?
Please have call the roll.
Alderman Lars.
Here.
Tully.
Here.
Kraus.
Here.
Horn.
Here.
Meyer. Here. Peachy.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Randall.
Here.
Thank you. This time, we would welcome public participation. If anyone wishes to address the council, we ask that you come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, move on to the election of council president. Are there any nominations for council president?
I move that we elect Bill Brandel as council president.
It's been moved for Mr. Brandel. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Lars. Any discussion? Any other nominations? Any other nominations? I think it's customary to ask 3 times. Are there any other nominations from the floor? If not, we will consider the nominations closed. All in favor of Mr. Brandel as serving as council president, please signify by saying aye as Sarah calls your name.
Alderman Tully.
Aye.
Kraus.
Aye.
Horn.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Peachy.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Lars. Sorry.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. It is unanimous, and thank you.
Congratulations, Bill.
Congratulations,
Bill. Hard watch.
Good campaign. You get in your feet in the cement here, it's hard to be. But you've done a great job, and seriously, Bill really does step up and fills in at various times. It represents all of you and me as well, so we appreciate Bill serving that way. Next, we'll move on to a proclamation for Arbor Day. This is a nice, enjoyable one. The Arbor Day Proclamation. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and beautify our community. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now therefore, I, Dale Opperman, Mayor of the City of Jefferson, do hereby proclaim April 26, 2019 as Arbor Day in the City of Jefferson. And I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations. Thank you, and I'd just like to commend our Park and Recs Department. We are a tree city here in Jefferson, and we've done a good job, I believe, over the years in not only planting trees, but maintaining the tree stock that we have, so kudos to them. Next, we'll move on to resolution number 1, the rules of order. Alderman Peachy, please.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor Upperman, fellow council members, citizens of Jefferson. City of Jefferson Resolution Number 1. Be it resolved that the rules and order of business adopted on April 17 of 2018 by the preceding Common Council be and hereby are adopted for the government of the Common Council. I will so move.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Horn. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye as Sarah calls your name.
Alderman Kraus.
Aye.
Horn.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Peachy.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Lars.
Aye.
Mr. Tully.
Aye.
Thank you. It's unanimous. Resolution number 2, the official newspaper. Alderman Lars, please.
Thank you, Mayor, fellow council members, citizens of Jefferson, City of Jefferson, Resolution Number 2. Be it resolved that the Daily Jefferson County Union is hereby designated as the official newspaper of the City of Jefferson for publication of common council proceedings and legal notices for the ensuing year. I so move.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Randall. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye as Sarah calls your name.
Alderman Horn.
Nay.
Meyer.
Aye.
Peachy.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Lars.
Aye.
Tully.
Aye.
Kraus.
Aye.
It passes 7-1. Resolution number 3, public depositories. Alderman Horn, please.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, council members, citizens of Jefferson. Resolution number 3, be it resolved that the Premier Bank, Huntington Bank, Badger Bank, Fort Community Credit Union, County City Credit Union, Chase Manhattan Bank, State Investment Pool Fund of Madison, and Hometown Bank of Watoma, Wisconsin, duly organized under the laws of the state of Wisconsin and approved by the Wisconsin Commissioner of Banking as qualified public depositories, be and hereby are designated for public depositories pursuant to section 34.05 of the Wisconsin State Statute for all public monies coming into the city of Jefferson. Be it further resolved that section 7.0 of the city investment policy reads as follows. In accordance with Wisconsin statutes 34.01 parent 5 and 34.09, all Wisconsin banks, state or federal, chartered, as well as Wisconsin local government pooled investment funds are authorized depositories. Any financial institution that is a member of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, and defined as well capitalized by the FDIC can be designated as an authorized depository. I so move.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Byer. Any discussion? Questions or comments? Seeing none. All in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye. Sarah calls your name. If you're opposed.
Alderwoman Fire.
Aye.
Peachy.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Lars.
Aye.
Tully.
Aye.
Kraus.
Aye.
Horn.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you. I offer the following names for appointment for confirmation by the City Council for city boards and commissions, and I'll read through the list. For the Housing Authority for 5-year term, David Knudsen. For the Library Board, 3-year terms, Daniel Griffith and Nick Zinn. Nona Schrader is the representative from the school district at this time. She will be retiring at the end of the year, so we will be having another person recommended for that. Well, I'm going to put Nona's name on here for now, so she will serve on the library board through the rest of the school year or until such time as the superintendent offers a name for appointment. And Alderwoman Byer as a council representative to the library board. For the museum board, for a 1-year term, Alderman Brandel, Alderman Peachy, Alderman Lars, and Mary Ann Gleisner, citizen. For the Park and Rec Commission, a 3-year term, Robert Zweifel and Dick Kastner, citizens, Alderman Peachy, council representative. For the Plan Commission, a 3-year term, David Endel, citizen, and Park and Rec Commission representative Steve Adams. To the Police and Fire Commission for a 5-year term, Jennifer Hanneman and Lori Teeter. The Revolving Loan Committee, Alderman Brandel, council representative. We will have one citizen appointment yet to be determined. Alderman Kraus will be the alternate council representative to the Revolving Loan Committee. To the Utilities Commission, Alderman Brandel and Alderman Horn. Citizen member Frank Bristol. For the Historic Preservation Commission, Alderman Brandel. Cable Commission, Damon Chilpin, John Faust, Alderman Horn, and Alderman Lars, alternate. I'm going to come back to you sometime in the near future, and I think we should revisit the name of that commission and probably maybe adjust it based on its relevance in today's world. So it's not just a cable commission anymore, it's more of a media outlet and a portal for us to share information. To the Landscape Committee, that's to be determined. The Redevelopment Authority, Chick Niles and Jennifer DeCray. The Energy Independence Initiative Committee, Alderman Horn and myself. That's another committee that hasn't met in a couple of years, and I would like to bring that back for you for your reconsideration to either continue or revitalize that committee. Weed Commissioner Bill Pino. To the Zoning Appeals Board, 3-year term, citizens Jack Dabrainer and John Lukey. Election of council representative to the Plan Commission. Alderman Miller, please. For the Board of Review, the City Clerk, Deputy Treasurer Copsey, Paul Peachy, Bill Brandel, Peg Byer, Vince Kraus, and myself. For the Sex Offender Residency Board, a 2-year term, Alderman Toby Tully Jr., Lori Teeter, Mike Mavis, Colin Stevens, and Don Kraus. And council committees, the ambulance committee, chaired by Alderman Miller, with Alderman Lars and Alderman Tully. Alternate is Alderman Horn. For the finance committee, chaired by Alderman Peachy, along with Alderman Kraus and Alderman Brandel, with the alternate Alderman Horn. The regulatory committee, chaired by Alderman Tully, along with Alderman Lars and Alderwoman Byer, the alternate Alderman Miller. The personnel committee, chaired by Alderman Miller, along with Alderman Kraus and Alderman Tully. Alternate is Alderman Lars. The streets committee, chaired by Alderman Brandel, Council President Brandel, I should say, along with Alderman Tully and Alderman Miller, with an alternate is Alderman Horn. The facilities committee, chaired by Alderman Peachy, along with Alderwoman Byer and Alderman Horn. The alternate is Alderman Lars. I would ask for your motion.
Move to approve those nominations.
Moved by Council President Brandel, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Byer. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye as Sarah calls your name. No one opposed.
Alderman Peachy?
Aye.
Miller?
Aye.
Randall?
Aye.
Lars?
Aye.
Tully?
Aye.
Kraus?
Aye.
Horn?
Aye.
Fire?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move.
Mr. Peachy.
Second.
Second by Mr. Tully. On a voice vote, all in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned.
Okay, so.